ranked all offensive stratagems in Helldivers 2. As always, if you don't want to end up like this guy, then listen up and pay attention. Helldivers 2 offensive stratagem tier list. Number 19 is the Orbital Railcannon Strike. Man, this thing a piece of junk! Having a longer cooldown than a CO1 form Aftermath, the Orbital Railcannon has a cooldown time of 2 minutes and 35 seconds! The Orbital Railcannon was cool when it first came out, but now there are so many things that do way more than this ever could with the fraction of the cooldown time! Man, these tier list rankings are so good for my health.
No, I know what you sweats are thinking. Oh, you're just not hitting it in the right spot. Oh, I don't think you're not doing it correctly.
Oh my gosh, it just one-shot a hole. That's so fucking cool. So can almost every other support stratagem in the game. Explain to me why it can one-shot a hole, but War Striders it does nothing against.
Oh, it just didn't hit it in the right spot.
I'm not piloting the ship. I'm a microwave. When I have a stratagem, I want to... If you all couldn't tell, I really hate the stratagem a lot. It's garbage. For what it does based on the cooldown, this gets 2 out of 10. Number 18 on our list is the Eagle Smoke Strike. Where do I even start? I know that smoke will keep bots from calling bot drops, but the smoke mechanic in this game is not consistent at all. I do not want to have to run stealth armor in order to use this stratagem, as to me that just kind of defeats the purpose. It does have multiple uses before needing an eagle rearm, so that is nice, but what would be even nicer is if it could actually do what I wanted it to do! I lied. I hate this so much. There's just no world that I see people using this. I absolutely love it when it works. Like, if this worked consistently and made some damn sense, I would be using it in my loadout constantly. 4 out of 10. Number 17 is the Orbital Smoke Strike. I'm too tired to keep raging at this shit. I can't do this anymore, dude. Pretty much the same exact thing as the Eagle Smoke, except it gives you more smoke with a little bit of a higher cooldown. And just welcome to the world's most boring tier list because the ones that start out are horrible. 4 out of 10. Number 16, the Eagle 110mm rocket pods. People either love it or hate it. You get 4 charges. It's supposed to be like a baby version of the railcannon strike, but this has always inevitably missed its target like 90% of the time. Oh, there's a charger and a hunter side by side. Well, say goodbye to the hunter because it's always never gonna target what you need it to. And those who have used it, you know what I'm talking about. It either hits a giant rock sticking out of the ground or into the side of a mountain and never connects with what you need it to. Although the times that it does work, it is efficient. It's good at killing big monsters, but I want to see this reworked to where it stops just freaking out all the time. Rocket pods get a 5 out of 10. Number 15, we have the Orbital Airburst Strike. It's been probably over a year's worth of playtime since I've unironically seen somebody use this. Now, the functionality is cool. Throwing it headfirst on a bug breach completely makes sense. With things like the Eagle Cluster Bomb existing and having 5 different redeployments before rearming, like who brings this? One second, let me ask somebody real quick. Hey, Carl!
The hell do you want, you smug bastard?
When's the last time you used the Orbital Airburst?
Oh, you mean that piece of fucking shit?
Whoa, dude, okay, chill out. What has gotten into you?
Oh, you know, my best friend just keeps blowing me up for fun.
I'd say it's more like for sport, but okay.
Shut the hell up, you probably fuck bugs.
Excuse me? Okay. Well, anyway, the Airburst gets a 6 out of 10. Number 14 on our list is the Orbital Precision Strike. Alright, so here's a few things about this. The Precision Strike does good damage. It also has a very low cooldown, so you'll find yourself using this over and over. The only personal issue for me, though, is just the range of it. With things like the 380 and the 120 existing, I want to spread the maximum amount of democracy I can. To me, a cute little Precision Strike isn't gonna cut it. Also, if High Command gives me a budget, I'm using every cent of it. Being the offensive stratagem that every Helldiver starts with, we have all at some point used this. But to me, it's kind of just like a good vanilla ice cream. It's not super special, but there's nothing inherently wrong with it, so I give it a 6 out of 10. Number 13 is the Orbital EMS Strike. Are the enemies of managed democracy getting too rowdy, too much for you to handle? Not even that. Are they just everywhere and won't leave your fine booty cheeks alone? Well, guess what? The EMS Strike keeps things off of said booty cheeks. Being like a stun grenade, except fired from the stratosphere! Oh, I'm liberating it! I'm liberating it! This is probably one of the most slept on stratagems in Helldivers, to be honest. I understand you all just want to call down an orbital precision or something that blows them up, but when you're playing an evacuate high value assets mission and can't afford to blow up the gate constantly, yes, teammates, I'm looking at you. Even if your friend is getting swarmed by bugs, help them out by throwing this at them. It won't kill them, but it gets at least everything off of them. EMS just basically tells all the enemies of managed democracy, hey, calm down, it's time to go to bed. You're cranky because it's past your bedtime. And by reminding them of what unpatriotic fascistic dreams they have, it keeps enemies like the bots away and Terminids at bay. Holy bars. This is slept on and you all need to run it more. I don't care what you have to say. Okay, actually, I do care what you have. Every single one of you all are valuable to me. But listen up when I tell you, you need to run this more. The Orbital EMS strike gets a 7 out of 10. Number 12 is the #1 friend killer in this game, but it's such a good strategy. The Eagle Cluster Bomb. Imagine the orbital airburst, but instead of periodic waves, it just carpet bombs the map. This just in, not only do it carpet bomb the map, but it also sounds really fucking cool when you use it. Having 5 different deployments before needing rearm, this excels against Terminids. When you have bugs pouring out of a bug breach, slap this on top of it like a band-aid. A very loud and very clustery band-aid. Having an almost immediate deployment time when called down, you will want to stand 30 to 40 meters away. If it says inbound with 0 seconds at 20 to 25 meters, you're done. Bye. It was nice knowing you, James. This stratagem has a horrible reputation because it's a carpet bomb. People just kind of throw it and they don't really call it out or pay attention. So be very aware and be sure to give good call outs when throwing this. You do not want to hear squad loss redeployment on the way, as this can specifically take your reinforcement budget very quickly. I find it to be a ton of fun. Sometimes the sheer panic in your friend's voice when they're gonna throw it, they get smacked by something and drop it, and all you hear is run! The cluster bomb gets an 8 out of 10. Number 11 is the Eagle Napalm Airstrike. Otherwise known as the bane of a bug breach, or the impenetrable wall of fire you cannot pass, this stratagem is meant to be a constant area of denial. Being similar to the Eagle airstrike where it goes into a horizontal line in front of you, the napalm does the exact same thing, except it is constantly denying that area of ground. The fire lingers and stays for a good time, destroying anything in its path. Big or small, it hates them all. Personally, my go-to for the illuminate or terminated front, I cannot stress how much this excels in area denial. Only downside is that it's really good against 2 factions, and that's about it. It does lack a lot in bot front. If you don't believe me, go ahead and give it a try for yourself. I don't think that the napalm strike gets enough love for what it is. You get 3 reuses, a quick deployment time, like an orbital napalm barrage, except in a lot more condensed of an area. So if you're trying to be at least semi-aware of your teammates, this is a go-to. The Eagle napalm gets an 8 out of 10. Number 10, the Orbital Laser. I'm saying this once, and I'm saying it right now. This does not need to have a specific amount of uses! With fully maxed out modules on your ship, you get 3 uses before it goes offline permanently. I know that a lot of you all love this. This is one of the top picked stratagems ever. And I get it, it's really good. It minimizes collateral damage. It does not nuke an entire part of the map. It keeps your teammates alive for the most part, as long as you don't drop it on your feet. And you're set, you're good to go. It clears so many mission objectives, sabotaging air bases for bots, destroying biofuel processors, turrets, illuminate ships, bio-titans, hulks, it doesn't matter. It kills it all. This thing is just like a god's magnifying glass! I'm also warning you right now, if you are playing at nighttime, this will blind your eye! For new cadets, this is probably going to be the one that you're going to want to rush and get most, just because you're going to see everybody else using it, and it looks really, really cool, and it's also just fun. So whenever you get that requisition and that level unlocked, be sure to bring the orbital laser. At least just try it. It's awesome. 9 out of 10. Our number 9th spot is the orbital 120mm high explosive barrage. Being the tiny little brother to the 380mm barrage, it's a miniature reset button for the map. Oh no, bot drops are happening, illuminate ships are invading, bug breaches are popping up. This is the kind of thing that you throw on it if you want a low casualty risk, high reward area of effect. This can handle anything that you throw in it. It does not care how big or how small. The reason that this is not in a higher spot is just like the orbital precision, I need maximum democracy. And with things like the 380 existing,
you know what I want?
Anyway, the point being, this can be an essential piece of loadout if enemy presence gets to become overwhelming, or if you're out of ammo, out of stims, and there's nothing for you to do left. Don't just kill over and die. Take them with you. I'm not losing. We losing. Sorry, I've been watching Helldivers propaganda on like 14-hour loops. 9 out of 10. Number 8 consists of the Eagle Airstrike. This is like the go-to iconic Eagle stratagem for me. It feels so good. I am actually losing my mind. Getting multiple uses per Eagle rearm and able to annihilate tanks, turrets, fabricators, hulks, chargers, bio-titans. This is the perfectly balanced all-rounder for any loadout purpose you might need. They couldn't give it more uses than it already has because it would just be blatantly overpowered. This thing packs an insane punch, just like the Eagle napalm, just like the Eagle Eagle napalm, which makes a horizontal line in front of you. This does the same. There, was it that hard, you stupid? I know you people are fiend to see where I put the Eagle 500. Calm down. We're doing the airstrike. And my opinions on the airstrike is a 9 out of 10. Number 7, the Orbital Gas Strike. This is a go-to stamp that I slap on every bug breach I've ever seen. I've said this before on this channel. You all sleep on gas way too much. Every single enemy that is affected is confused, has no idea what to do, dies very quickly, and while they're at it, they chop their friend's face off, affecting everything it comes into contact with, no matter the faction, no matter how big, no matter how small. Enemies just get sent into a wild delirium with this. Pair the gas strike with something like the Gatling barrage, that bug hole's been completely taken care of. Orbital Gas Strike will always get a 9 out of 10. Number 6 is the Orbital 380mm High Explosive Barrage. This is essentially what happens when you give an Eagle Cluster Bomb steroids. It's a continuous barrage that over half a minute destroys everything in a giant radius in of about 60 meters, give or take. This is the ultimate reset button. Coordinate this with other teammates that are bringing it and you can stop anything. A super Helldive bot drop, gone. 14 Bile Titans, dead. The 380 only takes and never gives. This is one of my favorite orbital stratagems ever. This is amazingly efficient and does exactly what I need it to every single time. The 380 gets a 10 out of 10. Continuing to our number 5 spot, we have the Gatling Barrage. Look, I get it. There are a ton of good offensive stratagems, but the Gatling Barrage easily takes one of the top places for me. Just like the gas, this is the ultimate denial tool no matter how big or heavy the enemy is. Also, in recent patches, it got insanely buffed because the cooldown time is extremely low, only being slightly more than a minute. It's perfect for illuminate ships, bot drops, bug breaches. The Gatling is an amazing all-rounder. Those who understand know that this belongs in the top spots. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Number 4 is the iconic Eagle 500 kilogram bomb. If you somehow don't know what this beautiful piece of managed democracy is, it's a tight little cutely packaged gift that you give to any enemy of the Federation and watch it vaporize. An extremely powerful high explosive that detonates anything in your way. When the 500 was first released, it actually had a very disappointing radius compared to what the visuals were, but in recent patches they fixed that. So not only does it look liberatingly beautiful, but it also packs that effectiveness that you need. The Eagle 500 is one of the most picked stratagems in the game besides the orbital laser, so I know that you all love it. And for very good reasons. It'll close anything. It even closes Bile Titan holes, clears side objectives like spore spewers or shrieker nests. The 500 is super versatile. The only complaint I have about it is that with a fully maxed out ship, you only get 2 uses per Eagle rearm. It's the only Eagle stratagem that kind of feels like an orbital, if I'm being honest. 10 out of 10. Number 3, the Orbital Napalm Barrage. This is one of the best offensive stratagems in the game. I cannot say this enough. The Orbital Napalm is absolutely fantastic. Like the 380, except everything is constantly denied that area. Even after the barrage is over, it still lingers. This is absolutely what you want to be throwing on bug breaches. This has outstanding performance. I don't even know what else there is to say. It's amazing. The Orbital Napalm gets a 10 out of 10. Our number 2 spot is the Orbital Walking Barrage. This is what happens when a 380 grows legs and decides to move forward. From wherever you threw it, it goes in a straight line away from you, destroying everything in its path. I absolutely love this one for eradicate missions. There's nothing insanely different about this one from the 380 itself. It just moves in a straight line. So do what you want with that. Some people love it, some people hate it and will prefer the other. Make your own choice on it. But my opinion is that it's a 10 out of 10. The absolute number 1 spot in this tier list is the Eagle Strafing Run. Fight me on this. It can take out anything. Fabricators, ships, Bile Titans, chargers, spore spewers, shrieker nests. And you get 5 uses per rearm, having a near immediate call-in time. If there's a Hulk or something in front of you, just delete it. Type in the super easy code, throw at your feet to deliver managed democracy immediately. This is one of the few hills I will die on. The Strafing Run is the best stratagem. Minimizes friendly fire, gets the job done immediately and efficiently. If you haven't picked this one up before, absolutely do it. I can't express the love enough for this. I get so excited. I just want—
Hey, Ionic, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh,
Carl,
Carl, I'm so sorry! The Strafing Run gets a 10 out of 10. I want to just take a moment to thank each and every single one of you all who've subscribed to me. This is the 5th video I've made, and I've been absolutely loving this journey in this process. Reaching monetization would be amazing, so if we could hit 1,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. Until next time, goodbye!
Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's mom.
Wake up, Carl. Super has been lying to you.